So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, it's YugiOh news, and today we'll be talking about the new structure deck that will be coming out in the OCG for the new Traptrix, or for the Traptrix archetype. Now I'm not really sure if there's going to be relevancy in the new archetype support, but let's see. I haven't totally tackled that one or read the whole cards effect, so I'll be talking it with you guys. So first of all, there are two new cards for the branded support, and also for the, one new card for the Albaz. But first of all, I would like to check this one out, the SFL1 set. So this is for regards to the new Sky Striker ones, the new alternate art for the Shizuku. That's pretty good, pretty cool. There we go. And we have a new card, the red arrows for the Sky Striker. Target up to 2 face-up monsters in the extra monster zone, banish them until the end phase. Not really the best of effect, but I don't know. It's a normal spell card. I don't know, this might be relevant in the near future, but as of now, just banishing 2 monsters until the end phase, I don't know. It's not really the best of effect for me. Needless to say, let's move on. We have Lindworm the Hammer Dragon. This is for the Albat Support. So we have Fallen Valbaz, 1 Beast Warrior or Wing Beast as its material. A level 8 Dark Wing Beast Fusion effect monster, 2500 attack, 2000 defense. So, effect states, when a Fusion Synchro XZ or Link monster activates an effect, you can negate the activation, then you can return 1 monster on the field to the owner's hand. That is one of the best effects. Second effect, during your opponent's turn, if this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can target 1 Fallen Valbaz in your graveyard. Between that target and this card, special summon one and banish the other. So it's either you special summon this monster and move towards an XZ summon, or you can go for a Fallen Valbaz, use your opponent's monster as material for a fusion summon. It's either one of those. Requirements is not the best really. It's not really generic. The Beast Warrior, not really good with the branded, but I think if you add Spring and Skit into the mix, maybe it will be relevant. But you know, it's much better if you send tragedy to the graveyard or other Despia monster rather than Kit. So having materials sent to the graveyard is not really good per se, but the effects of this monster is somewhat of a meh for me. There are other cards that can return monster from the field to the owner's hand. This takes too much of materials. Spring and Skip is not totally a go-to card for a branded deck, I would say. But let's see. Let's move towards the branded cards, branded Inevitability and branded Light. So let's see here. Oops, sorry. So branded Inevitability, we have here, once per turn your opponent activates a card or effect that targets 1 Abyssal, so this is a Abyssal Support card. That targets 1 Abyssal monster you control, so it needs to have your monsters targeted. Not right then and there, it's not really the best of effect. Or they activate a card or effect in response to your activation of your Abyssal monsters. Oh, that's pretty good. Or they activate a card effect or in response to the activation of your Abyssal monsters. Now that is somewhat pretty good. So not only it triggers on targeted effects, but also the effects of your monster activations, or more specifically for the Abyssal monster activation. So you can target 1 light or dark monster in your graveyard, banish it, and if you do negate the activated effect. 2 things I would just want to take note of this. This card is a trap card. It needs 1 turn to be activated. Second of all, you negate the activation, not the effect in general. So if he has another card for that matter, then he can just use that card. So I'm not really sure, not really the best of card for support, but let's see. Maybe other people would recommend this for their deck, but I don't know. For me, there are red flags all over the place. Then we have the branded Light. Target 1 fusion monster in the field or in the graveyard, returning to the extra deck. Then you can summon 1 Fallen Valbaz from your graveyard and 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard. through their own field. Wow, that's pretty good. It's either you have a turn where you can use the Fallen of Albaz and your opponent's monster as fusion materials, but there's a lot to consider there. You need to have a card another card on hand to discard to use Fallen of Albaz's effect. Second of all, having your opponent, is this just the generic? You just spell summon. Are you the one that targets a monster? Then you can spell summon one Fallen of Albaz from your graveyard and one monster from your opponent's. So does your opponent targets the monster or you? It doesn't state here. From your graveyard and one monster from your opponent's graveyard to their owner's field. Maybe it's you. If that's the case, then this card is good. You can just target any card for that matter as long as it meets the criteria for Fallen of Albaz effect. Then you can use that monster for a fusion summon. But if your opponent has the right to choose or target the monster, then I don't know. It might be a downside for this card. But let's see. There's not much. So sometimes the effects here in YG organization is not really top notch or not really on point. So let's see in the near future. Maybe we'll get a clear view for the English version. So that is basically it. Lastly, we're going to talk about the new structure deck for the Traptrix. Now, if you're very fond of the Traptrix, you know pretty well that well, they revolve around traps. So we have a new card here. We have a Link, we have trap cards, a normal effect monster, and of course an XZ monster. The box artwork is pretty awesome. Pink, 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 pink. So we have Traptrix Pingucula, rank 4 Earth Plant XZ effect monster, 2500 attack, 300 defense, 2 level 4 monsters, generic. That's pretty good. So effect states, this card with materials is unaffected by trap cards and effects activated by other monsters with the same type as those materials. Ooh. So you can use this card with other archetypes. It doesn't really state if it's a Traptrix or not. But I think the second and third revolves around Traptrix. No, it's just the second one that revolves around Traptrix. So you can detach one material from this card, add one Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, that's basically from a Traptrix effect. If a monster that is owned by your opponent is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, you can attach one of them to this card as material. So pretty good for regards to any card from your opponent that sends cards to the graveyard. Does it work if you discard? I think it works, right? Because it sends to the graveyard. So basically that's it. Let's see. So yeah, it's send. As long as it's send, pretty good. That's a good effect, and it's generic for its materials. Then we have here Traptrix Arachnocampa. So we have level 4 Earth Insect effect monster with 1300 attack, 1500 defense. So during your main phase, if you control a Traptrix monster quick effect, you can spell summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot spell summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except insect and plant monsters. Second effect, unaffected by effects of whole normal traps. Third effect, if this the first time each set card in your spell or trap card zone would be destroyed by a card effect, it is not destroyed. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so we have one trap card, Delusion Trap Hole. So we have here, if your opponent spell summons a monster this turn, target one monster they control with 2000 or more attack, destroy it. Then if you have a whole normal trap card in your graveyard, you can banish one monster from your opponent's graveyard. That's pretty good. Yeah. But there are other effects that revolves around banishing, so I'm not sure if this will be beneficial for the Abyssal monsters. Traptrix Atipus, Link 3 Earth Insect Link effect monster. This Link summon card is unaffected by trap effects. It's kind of like Sierra. Traptrix monster you control gains 1000 attack while you have a normal trap in your graveyard. Okay, while you have a normal trap. It doesn't state the number of trap. I really thought it's 1000 per normal trap. So 1000 while you have a normal trap. That's pretty good. I really thought this card was broken. Okay. So once per turn, you can target one face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of insect or plant monsters you control. Negate their effects. Then you can banish one normal trap from your graveyard, and if you do, destroy one of the targeted cards. That is awesome. That's pretty good. And it's just a link 3. It's easy to link off Traptrix because I think there's one monster that Trail summons. I think this is the one, right? Mermelo? Yeah, I think that's Mermelo that Spell summons. Oh, look at that. The structure deck has Lone Fire Blossom and also Trap Check. That's pretty good. That's an awesome structure deck. So let's see in the near future if Traptrix will ever make a scene with regards to the new... we're going up against the meta nowadays, but I'm not really sure if this will be in effect. Since, of course, first of all, Traps needs to be set. If you're going second, then you're screwed, really. You're really screwed. This works towards first turn basis, so I'm not sure if this is going to be good or not, but yeah, let's see in the near future. So anyways, that is for YugiOh organization, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep safe, good luck, and hopefully by tomorrow we'll get to see the Link Revolution duel with the new Link monsters. So keep safe, good luck, have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.